Hello, friends. My humble regards to everyone who is sparing his time to watch this video. This is in continuation to my last video on my series, I Think So. I'm very glad to see the kind of humongous response I have got from my patrons, my friends, my colleagues, my peers, who have really encouraged me to work on this series. As mentioned by me and some other people also, I would like to repeat the 2021 over with all of us today is 2021. Now, without wasting any more time, let us go for an overview of 2021. What the 2021 holds for the startups in India. We all have just recently said goodbye to the year 2020 that forced every enterprise to go back to their drawing board. Yes, it's a very sad fact of life that every enterprise has been pushed back to their drawing boards to think new, work new, create new, establish new for 2021 and thereafter. After having one-to-one talks with various entrepreneurs, reading various business magazines, various websites, various business platforms, talking to very many people in the last 15 days, I've been able to arrive at this presentation of the series, communicating their first-hand experiences, problems, and their solutions for the entrepreneurs at large and helping them to set the right path to success in 2021. The year 2020, year 2020 bowled a huge, is a furious googly that COVID-19, by the name COVID-19, that no government, no corporate, no enterprise or a startup, and even an individual could ever have anticipated. Everyone was clean bowled. The rapid spread of COVID-19 pandemic brought not only countries, but also the continents to a standstill and totally upended the business almost every night. According to the world's top consultancy company, nothing of this kind since World War II caused an economic downturn. Word at such a scale and scope, leaving most leaders deeply uncertain about what to do, what would work and what would not in almost every sphere of human life. If we look back 2020, it is only to the strong-willed tenacity and resilience of leaders, founders, and entrepreneurs, business ecosystems could be kept afloat. Indian startup ecosystem is beginning to hope and anticipate a brighter 2021 due to the recent announcement of availability of COVID vaccine. COVID vaccine by the end of first quarter 2021. Yes, indeed putting the ghost of 2020 to rest and move forward from the uncertainty and unpredictability to a stable and somewhat secure future. Would be a daunting task, indeed a daunting task for every enterprise. May it be a startup, may it be an old running company. After having a look into the minds of various founders, entrepreneurs, I've been able to evolve the following views, which would help them to set the right path and reap the fruits of success to their hopes for 2021. I'm going to give some observations, not only mine, but also various entrepreneurs and professionals from various segments of industry. Today, I'll be covering 4 segments. Let us go for an overview. Empathy and positivity. Top Indian startups expectation for 2021. These two words, empathy and positivity. Mind my words, what I'm saying. Let us start with one, ease of doing business, funding and trends. A very important topic, the ease of doing business, funding and the trends. The existence and prosperity of companies who would depend upon this is going to be of a paramount importance for them. It is the rolling out of vaccination program which would help them to return to the consumer's confidence in 2021. Business who have used 2020 to build substance and depth will be the winners in 2021. The existence and prosperity of companies would depend on the fitness and progressing planning will make the best of returning consumer spends, as their capabilities reflecting in their performance metrics, as well as they will also favored in raising growth capitals, because the companies who will be fit will be favored by the investors. This is a fact of life. The second most important thing is execution of initiatives to be put on fast track methodology, which is the need of the hours because of various factors, particularly in our country. In order to improve the case and ease of, in order to improve the ease of doing business, we are required to create an environment attracting investors and also to fast track the execution of previously rolled out initiatives like Digital India, Smart Cities, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and many more. Top priority should be given to the methods and system be on creating ease in execution processes of landmark. Labor laws, amendment like Industrial Relations Code, Wage Code, etc. in 2021. Labor law compliance landscape can be simplified by close to 35% by building comprehensive technology infrastructure. In fact, 75% of their employees of sectors like IT and ITS can see working remotely permanently once compliance is simplified and more automated. As said by many big entrepreneurs, many big businessmen, and many intellectuals, India can become the word factory in next 2 years. Let us take only one area. Let us talk of mining. India accounts for less than only 2% of GDP. It is with the progressive policies that focus on the ease of doing business, reducing carbon footprints, and enhanced production, leveraging technology and innovation in sustainable mining. India has an opportunity to become the most responsible mining and manufacturing engine of the world. Yes, I'm repeating, India has a golden opportunity to become the most responsible mining and manufacturing engine of the world. This would not only generate new livelihood opportunities, but for our people, most also taking the share from 2% to 6 to 8%. 2% to 6 to 8% in the GDP of India. Massive. It would be a massive rise. The next important industry would be Fintech. In the remote areas of India, the demand for Fintech is going to see a big increase in 2021. We are moving from cash to a total cashless model in India's semi-urban and rural markets are steadily growing. There is a noticeable increase. Demand for digital offerings from Indian remote corners. Yes, there is a noticeable increase in demand for offerings from India's remote corners. It's very good news. In the 2021, we shall see a strong product innovation from the fintechs. Adoption of these digital products will go hand in hand at that unprecedented pace. The next most strong and important factor of segment of industry is health and fitness. After COVID, things have really changed, and alternative food regimes are bound to grow in 2021. In the year 2020, digital healthcare industry has experienced a boom because of the fact that health and wellness were kept on the top priority in 2019 and 2020. It is because of many new entrants in this field: robo-nutrition, neurorehabilitation, metabolic profiling, and other advanced nutrition and healthcare segments. Functional foods and dietary supplements for the health segment is going to be the most sought after products and system of 2021. It is also expected that there is going to be a massive surge in transition of people to alternative food regimes in 2021. We talk of market, an open market. Open market healthcare model will emerge. We need to see to the implementation of this. NDHM, the implementation of the health ODE, open digital ecosystem, is going to change the market dynamics radically. A substantial amount to the tune of rupees 1.5 lakh crores, humongous, huge amount, rupees 1.5 lakh crores, is going to be unlocked by the health industry in 2021. This ODE is going to create a platform where patients can access any provider of health product and services. NDHM will drive the market. Expansion, consumerism in the industry running into a huge gain to the health tech industry. And other part of this particular segment is fitness. Yes, we cannot overlook that. 2021 is going to render a total new business model to this industry. Digital adoption in 2019 and 2020 was a turning point for this industry. It went online with an entire gamut of services, from being an industry that was largely dependent upon physical on-ground fitness centers. Investment in 2020 in digital transformation rendered a huge strength to the companies in this field. Looking further, 2021 is expected to be about a new business model, leveraging a mix of online and offline offerings, innovations, revivals, and strengthening of business. These are the most important segments. But alongside this, there is something which is into the business circle in last decade, not even decade, last 5 years. That's cryptocurrency. Rise in investment and long-term position in cryptocurrency business is going to be there in 2021. 2020 for cryptocurrencies like Ethereum has been an iconic year, which saw the deployment of its upgraded protocol Ethereum 2 and Bitcoin that performed 140% year to date. 140% year to date. In the coming years, the investments in cryptocurrency will be driven by popular sentiments as an alternative investment class, particularly from retail players. I believe with government's push and smart sensible crypto regulations in place, we will see many financial institutions, hedge funds, and family offices entering the space and taking a long position in times to come. We shall see an exponential growth in crypto in 2021. To help India to develop a healthy regulatory framework, we shall continue to communicate with those who influence the policy. Indian investors are learning to see Bitcoin as an asset class that belongs in every long-term portfolio. But they own less than 1% of the world's Bitcoin market. And oversight and left behind will create a strategic disadvantage for the Indian economy for sure. It is expected that more institutions and government officials would recognize that we need to close the Bitcoin gap in 2021. Just yesterday, I was reading a post on LinkedIn that a mayor of a state in USA has allowed the payment to the state in Bitcoins. It's very encouraging, indeed, very encouraging. Today, I'll be summing up today's episode on these topics. I shall come back to you in the next episode with some more topics. Thank you very much.